Fresh is in the class, fresh is in the school, and I bet I dress every day like it's first day of school. Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Let's get it, G. All right, hold up. I gotta bring something for the listeners. Hold up. Go ahead and talk.
Yo, it's episode 3. We're back. Hope y'all are having a lovely day. I'm trying to get drunk tonight. I'm trying to black out today. I don't know why this guy's bringing a fucking duffel bag on set.
You don't know why I brought this, bro?
I do not know.
You don't know why I brought this, broski?
What's in there? Please never.
I brought this because I'm in my fucking bag today. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here. I'm ready. I have no anxiety. I woke up fucking ready to go. You brought coffee. Let's fucking get it done.
I wish I felt like I slept 14 hours last night, and I still feel like shit. I feel worse. I don't even know why I slept 14 hours. I wasn't even that tired to sleep that much, but I just feel like shit today. I'm in a horrible mood. Shocker.
How can I cheer you up? With birds?
Just by looking at me. Okay,
What's up, baby?
All right, it's episode 3. We bike.
We bike. Yeah, it's episode 3. This is like our official first episode because we had no technical difficulties. We know how to fix the audio and the visual stuff that we had last time. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot longer than 27 minutes today. We have a real episode.
Shit, I'm only used to like 8.
Thank you to the ones who actually stayed with us this long. We lost 2 followers in the past 24 hours. Rest in peace.
Fuck yeah. I never understood, when people like, your mom's a hoe. Why is that an insult? I never understood that.
'Cause your mom's a hoe.
Maybe my mom was a hoe. That's not an insult.
Yeah, and why are you? It's 2019. You really gonna fucking try and judge her?
I'm sure your mom was taking dick out there back in fucking 75.
My mom is a woman of God.
Fool, you don't believe in God.
No. Okay.
What is it, John Smith or what's his name? Who do y'all praise?
Jehovah.
There you go.
That is God.
Oh, why did I?
I am a God. All right, let's get into it because this is gonna be a funny podcast. It's gonna be serious. Let's get into the funny shit first. Let's get into the bullshit first before we get into my fucking rant about you fuckers.
Did you listen to the new music that came out?
Drake, Taylor Swift,
that too.
Who?
Your jam, G. You didn't all of a sudden you didn't hear your jam this week.
Oh, loco contigo. That one? No,
Answer this question. Why do you know that song? Why? So the backstory. So we went to go watch the Game 6 of the finals.
6.
We'll get into that soon also. And this guy, it was me, Omar, and Edward at the table. This guy walks in, sits down, says hi to us. The very next words out of his mouth is under his breath. Tú me tienes, and then he stops and he's like, loco contigo. But it's like under his breath. Like, I'm not sure if the other 2 guys heard him. I'm sitting across from him, so I hear it, and I heard the song on the way there, so I just start laughing, and I'm like, dude, like, how do you know this song? Like, I can't. He doesn't listen to that kind of music. He doesn't listen to those artists. So I imagine him like just turning it up all the way in his car and just like dancing,
just mobbing, loco contigo. That's just hard. Hey, I can't. Hey, any Spanish mommies, they want to come in.
Did you watch a girl like on her story? She was listening to that, and you're like, "Hey, baby, what is that?" And she told you, and you're like, "All right, put me on, ma."
Nah, I was actually listening to the new record, Lil Duval record with Charlemagne, which I don't know how Lil Duval keeps putting out great songs. The song's called "Black Men Don't Cheat." Great record. Charlemagne rapped on it. And he had a bar in there. He said, I'm like Fetty Wap blinking. I don't see shit. I thought that was hard. But anyways, it was in the title. Title is, what do you call it? A streaming service that I use.
If you don't use Tidal, you're a peasant.
Yes. So I use Tidal over Apple, even though I'm iPhone gang. And so the next song, because it's in the popular song bracket, it skipped after that. It went to that. And I just let it play. And I was like, this is interesting. And then it just kept going, loco contigo. And so I'm like, that's just kind of hard. So I'm driving around to it. And it was just stuck in my head when I went to see you.
It's a cool song. It's a cool song.
My half Hispanic side came out.
Your hips started rocking.
Yeah, I was like, this is what they was doing. So yeah, speaking of the Raptors, we saw Game 6. If you follow us on Poorfessionals on IG, Poorfessionals,
'Cause we're broke.
go follow us. I actually filmed the exact moment that. Why is mine so low and yours so? Speak. Say something.
Yo, was good, baby. Was good.
Okay.
You're the top. That's why it's loud. I'm not saying shit, but my mic is still picking up your audio.
Okay. No. So what happened was, what was I saying when I went
Raptors,
over there?
You recorded me at the exact moment.
The exact moment that
lost.
they lost, and his face is priceless, man. It's really fucking priceless. He looks so defeated. We were laughing at him because while we were watching, he never like cheers. He never says anything.
I'm not a Warriors fan.
He sure acted like it.
I'm not a Warriors fan. I don't care who won. I don't have it. I didn't have no interest. I do, but I didn't bet no money on anything. I'm not a Warriors fan. I could care less if the Raptors won. To me, the finals never happened. We had no winner, no loser. No finals happened in 2019.
He was
30
making
years
sound
from
effects.
now. 30 years from now, when Lauren comes up to me, Lauren's my daughter's name. Well, I don't have a daughter, but when I have a daughter, her name's gonna be Lauren. When Lauren comes up to me and says, "Yo, Jimmy," yes, Lauren Brady. Her middle name's gonna be Brady after Tom Brady. She's gonna be like, "Who won the 2019 finals?" Kids were talking about some dude named Lowry and Kawhi. I'm like, there wasn't a finals that year. Those players did play for Toronto, but there was no finals that year.
Anyways, he was making sound effects and he was going. Like,
One time.
He was mad.
Because it was a bullshit call. They called a foul when it was clearly ball. That's why I went, it was because of a foul call. That's all.
No. So let's get into it because we've been arguing. Oh, he's actually been pissing me off with this. He believes that because he thinks that this game, this series should not count because the Warriors were not healthy. They were not in full 100% beast mode in which they are, in which they play in. So they weren't healthy. They weren't 100%. And the Raptors. Jeremy Lin was injured.
Jeremy Lin sees no playing time.
All right. So, yeah. So explain that to me.
Okay. So Durant obviously didn't play. Clay was obviously hurt since Game 3. Boogie has been hurt. He came back from his Achilles. He wasn't 100%, but he still decided to play. And then he tore his quad in the playoffs in the first round, so obviously he wasn't 100%. Iguodala wasn't 100%. So now you're missing you gave up your depth for KD in 2016 when he joined. You got rid of they do have decent bench players with Iguodala and Livingston, but that's just two. You gave up your depth to get Kevin Durant. So now when Kevin Durant goes out, you don't have any depth. So now you got to fucking rely on Cook and Looney and Livingston to play 20, 25 minutes instead of them only playing 10 to 12 minutes. So now your team is thin, your bench isn't as deep because the guys that come off the bench are now playing, they're now in the starting position, and the guys that don't play got to come off the bench, and they're not used to that, but too bad they got to play in the finals coming off the bench. While the Raptors still have Gasol, Ibaka, Lowry, Kawhi. Who else is on that? Danny Green. They still got all their starters. They still got their normal bench players. Siakam. Well, he's not a bench player, but they still got Siakam. They got the Powell guy. It's like if you take off Danny. It's like if Kyle Lowry got hurt and you throw in Jeremy Lin. It's like Jeremy Lin's not used to playing, and now all of a sudden he's got to pick up the minutes.
Some of these people we're talking to don't even know what the fuck you're saying right now.
Exactly. So you want to have the argument. This is the argument.
So look, and here's what I'm thinking of. Here's the way I see it. Who do they have? Draymond Green, Curry. They did have Cousins, even though he wasn't 100%. He was on the field. He was on the court. Who else?
Iguodala.
Okay.
And Clay.
Who do the Raptors have?
Kawhi. Ibaka.
Okay. Which you said Ibaka was ass the other day.
No, you did.
He said he wasn't good.
You did.
Okay.
He missed a shot, and
bro,
you strictly looked at me.
What I'm saying is these teams were, to me, in my eyes, Warriors could have won. They could have won. They had it every single chance. Sometimes it was even damn near giving it to them. Pause. They were given the games. To me,
Warriors were given games.
Look, if the Warriors were going to play in full 100%, they would beat any team. Okay. Any team. They would probably sweep. There was a joke that they were going to sweep the Raptors because of how fucking good they are.
Okay.
But this team, to me, was fair. Like, what are we gonna?
It's
why would
fair.
you want to blow out like that? It was
It's-
fair to me. I feel like they could have won. It could have went either way in this series.
It's
I like
fair when the Warriors. So in your logic, it's fair for the Raptors to have the regular team they've had for the last 4 to 6 months and everyone being healthy. Kawhi wasn't fully healthy, but for you, it's fair for the entire Raptor team to be healthy while the Warriors have to rely on their 9th, 10th, and 11th guy off the bench to give them 10, 12 minutes. That's fair to you?
Yes, because of what they have, what they still have. They still have some of the greatest players, Curry and Draymond Green, who you said yourself Draymond Green was the best player on the team.
Defensively.
And the most important player.
Defensively, yes.
That's what you said.
Defensively, if you're relying on
That's
Draymond.
not. I can go back and
If
tweet.
you're
You said
lying.
Draymond Green is the most important player on
Yeah,
there.
defensively.
No, you said it's the best, actually. No. You
If
said
you're
best.
relying on Draymond to give you 20 points in a game, then
all
your
right.
team's not going anywhere.
These listeners our classmates aren't here to hear us talk about sports, nor
If you guys want this argument to continue, tune into EBT every Monday and Thursday.
anyways. And that's like saying, okay, so 2015 doesn't count.
It doesn't.
No, you
Kyrie
didn't.
and Love were out.
He never said that until he never said that bullshit until now. Now that he's using it for his argument, 2015
the
counted.
Kang couldn't do it
People
by
get hurt.
himself.
It's the way of the basketball game. Chris Paul got injured when they were in last year when they
Don't
played in the
bring up
Rockets.
Never bring up Chris Paul when we're talking
All
about the
right,
finals.
man. All right, let's get into some other shit.
Okay.
What else happened? It was
Not the finals.
huh?
Finals never happened.
Oh, the finals fucking happened. I saw a tweet the other day. Let me see if I can find it. It was someone saying pretty much that local artists should not be, and I can relate because
Struck a chord.
I used to be a local artist. I'm retired,
He's local, not local.
and I saw a local tweet. I saw a tweet where somebody was talking about how artists stop trying to do shows and bring your little 15 friends over. You should be focusing on your music. You should be focusing on a real song, a real record, whether it's radio play or the streets, whatever you're trying to do. And I 100% agree with that. And some people felt a way that I was saying that, but it's true. I have been in the situation where you were there when I opened up for MGK, the game. It's a fucking hustle. The promoter is using you to sell a bunch of tickets. They're making money off of it. You're barely, fam.
Damn, promoter's calling him right now for a show.
And so they're using you. They're making you sell a bunch of tickets.
And make that
And if
money.
you don't sell them, you're gonna owe them money, and you're not gonna have. And this is a lot of money. You got to sell like 200, or maybe not that much, but maybe like 100 tickets at $25. And sometimes the artists that are performing are bullshit, right? Why is that on there? Fam. Hold up.
Is that because of your phone?
Yeah. Fuck. I kind of want to restart it. Did that happen?
Like the whole thing?
Yeah.
I don't care. Wait, like the entire 13 minutes?
Nah, it's cool. I hate my phone. I hate. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties again because I got a fucking FaceTime call.
Press room called him.
Turn this shit the fuck off. So, anyways, I've had to work. I've had to do the bullshit. But it's true. Why are you working for them just to get a little 10, 15-minute set? And then what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens because people don't end up. I think that sometimes people feel they're going to get like a big break because someone's in there and they're going to get seen. What I do agree with is that you're going to learn about stage performance. You're going to learn about breath control. That anxiety of never doing a show is going to be out of your system. But besides that, I don't see the benefit in it.
So you're saying where you're at right now, you wouldn't do another show?
Focus on music. Focus on good music. No, I would never. I'm not doing a show until I have good music. You should be focusing. I always say I want to make music that is undeniable. That there's no way, even if you don't like music, you're like, oh, it's not bad. I just don't like the song. I'm not into this music. I want to make music so fucking good that people are like.
So for the people,
that's
all
just
right.
hard.
So for the people that think that you haven't been doing anything, that is the reasoning why we haven't heard any music or seen anything. It's you are working on music, but you're trying to perfect it or make a good.
I'm trying
Not
to.
a good
Yeah.
May not be like a body of work, but you're working on a good song that, like you said, it's deniably good, that it'll be hands down good, rather than putting out 6 to 7 bullshit ass songs every 3 or 4 months, and then people being like, this is the same, it's the same shit over and over. It's nothing different. It's not getting better. It's what we've already been used to hearing from you.
I'm tired of doing the same bullshit and it not working. I'm trying, and not just one song. I want to make good music. I want to find my lane. But that's all. I didn't mean to get into me. I was just wanting to talk about the fact that I saw that tweet and people got mad at what I was saying. People were saying, well, why not do both? And yeah, that makes sense. But you're wasting your time with that shit. I don't know.
Because all you're going to have is those 12 to 15 friends of yours that are going to be recording you, putting it on Snap or IG, and from there, where's it going to go? You can't hear the audio. Most of the time, the audio sucks for the people that are opening up, and then other people are always like, oh, you can collab with the other people that are there, but most of them have a fucking stick up their ass, and they think they're better, and like, no, why would I collab with you? Or they just suck, and they're not your style to ask them to collab. So.
I'll leave it at this. Instead of you going to the promoter and being hustled, have the promoter come to you because your song's hot in the streets, and they want you to come, and now you're getting paid for it. This leads into the whole Tidal and Apple bullshit. Did you see people hating on Tidal over the weekend?
No, I did not.
So Tidal, once again, is a streaming service that we both use.
If you don't use Tidal, you're a peasant.
And we both have iPhones, so Apple, you'd think we use Apple, even though I have both. But
I'm more of a pair guy.
Okay.
Here every Saturday morning.
So we have both. People were hating on Tidal, saying like, yo, it's whack, blah, blah, blah. And whenever I say I have Tidal, people are like, yo, why do you, really? Like, who uses Tidal? And here's why I get confused. Apple is a huge monster, right? It's a fucking...
It's the Walmart.
Yes.
It's Walmart.
It's it's Godzilla, okay? Tidal, not only does it give more pay to the artists who don't get paid very well for music. You could see when they showed Jay-Z's list of his endeavors, his business endeavors, music was the last on his list. So people don't get paid for music anymore. Albums don't sell. It's all through streams. Tidal pays out the most money to artists through streaming. So not only that, they also have music credits. Remember when you used to open up a CD and I used to open up the CD and look at the pictures. I used to read who was the producer of that. I read the thank yous. There's credits on there.
The merch page way in the back to place your order, to write it in and then send it.
The what?
Merch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like Kanye. If you College Dropout.
Oh, you're right.
The back. Dropout, way back, it's like that hard cardboard, and they would have depending on what merch number it was, you would write that on the box and then put your name and address, and then it would have coming soon, and it'd be on this another little thing that said coming soon, and it'd be Beanie Siegel and so it has music credits. So it shows
it's owned.
Go ahead. No, it's owned.
It's owned by a fucking God. Yes, well, it's not just owned to Jay-Z, but a minority. And a lot of times I hear minorities, he's obviously black, minorities, I hear other people in the culture that say, I'm not listening to that bullshit, I don't use that. Why would you not support somebody who's brown or black, your color of skin? Why would you go and support Apple? And I'm half white. This is why I don't understand. Like, I go so fucking hard sometimes por la cultura.
Never say that, please. Never say that word again.
I don't speak Spanish, guys. I'm sorry. But I am Spanish. Check my fucking ancestry.com.
You're better off with the fucking Frito-Lays.
I got fucking Serna. How do you say Serna? Just Serna?
Just roll the R.
Hey, G, just know, you don't know my family in Las Cruces, homie. Fucking Doñana County, G. What's good? Anyways, I just don't know why culture doesn't support, whether you're black, Hispanic, fucking
it's owned by
Puerto
somebody
Rican,
that looks like you and came from
it's
the
brown
same places
skin,
as you.
You both get hated on.
But then y'all want to dick ride fucking Nipsey and then turn around and go and like Apple. Makes no fucking sense.
I do not fucking get it. Why would you not support people that get hated on just like you? Puerto Rican, fucking shit. Probably fucking Chinese people too, even though they're not a minority. Or Asian culture. I don't know. But that just pissed me off. People always hate. But yeah. Sorry if that was a rant.
Only royalty uses Tidal.
R fucking T.
You're not a queen unless you have Tidal. Not a king unless you have title.
Did you see it was the anniversary for Carter 3?
Yes, I did. Speaking of I used to be a king in my eyes, not anymore. But
He
yeah,
fell off.
yes,
It's like Eminem.
yes. Who fell off hard? Eminem fell off harder.
Eminem fell off harder.
But
Bring
yeah.
up the track list.
It's been 11 years since the Carter 3 came out, and I was thinking about it. That album's not a classic.
How so?
The songs on there, it has a lot of skips.
Okay. I 100% agree.
The only reason why it's not as pop. The reason why it's as popular or people say it's as classic as it is because it was at its peak.
Yes.
It's the album that was dropped at its peak, but it's not compared to his other stuff. It's not. The songs that were leaked are better than what was actually on the album.
Let's read the track list.
Number 1 is 3P.
Fire.
You can't stop him.
So we're saying this is not a classic, correct?
I'm saying it's not a classic.
Because some of his worst records are in this album.
Fool, don't disrespect. We'll get to it.
All right.
So number 1 is 3P. We're
Fire.
Yes.
Undeniable classic. That's one of my hardest favorite Wayne tracks.
Number 2 is Mr. Carter.
With Hove passing the baton.
I did not. What is it? What's that line? Not a line, but if I die, it's gonna be both knees. Or what's the
Never knees in the dirt. That last verse from Wayne is
from
a
a God
Jay-Z verse. He took the whole entire verse, but no one wants to put respect on it. It's okay.
Streets don't want to tell.
It's
the truth.
okay, man.
I remember when I was like 16 and I heard that, I was like, "Ooh, Wayne killed it." And then once I started getting into Jay-Z, and I think it's on.
You were like, "Yo, Jay-Z stole this from Wayne."
Yeah. Then I went back and realized, oh no, this album came out 15 years ago, so never mind.
Yes, your favorite rapper or your used to be favorite rapper looked up to my favorite rapper still to this day.
Number 3 is a Millie. Not to go.
One of the longest, greatest remixes ever done.
Number 4 is Got Money, the one with T-Pain.
Okay.
That one's alright. Comfortable, the one with Babyface.
Okay.
Dr. Carter, that one was weak.
No, I'm not listening to that bullshit.
I'm skipping Got Money. I'm skipping Comfortable. I'm skipping Dr. Carter. Number 7 was Phone Home. I'm skipping Phone Home.
I don't even remember Phone Home.
Phone Home.
Oh, okay. okay.
And then Tie My Hands.
Uh-huh.
The little sad one with Robin Thicke.
Uh-huh. That was a good one.
Mrs. Officer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm playing that one over Got Money.
Okay.
Let the Beat Build. Let the Beat Build has got to be one of the. I don't know why we thought that song was so hard. It might be because of the beat. Go back and listen to the lyrics on Let the Beat Build. It's fucking horrible. Horrible.
I was never a fan of that song.
11, Shoot Me Down.
I like it.
12 is Lollipop.
Ooh. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was. I went to Salt Mine Studio one day and that plaque was on the wall. And that record, I believe, was recorded in Salt Mine Studio, Mesa, Arizona. Could be wrong, but...
Shout out to all the Mesa queens.
Those exist?
There's queen. What if your queen's from Mesa? G? What if your queen is repping Mesa right now?
My queen's from Yuma.
And you... So, yeah. So, which one was it? Oh, Lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
Made that ass jump like jerp.
Jerp.
I might put him back in the top 3, G. And then 13 is Lala, the one with Busta Rhymes. That song was
Skipping.
Yes. 14. This is your favorite song.
This is the worst song ever recorded by Lil Wayne. Go back and listen to Pussy Monster. If you ever hear Pussy Monster, I swear to God. I swear to God. That is, I don't know what. Someone should have said, yo. Chief
what the
called.
fuck you doing?
This ain't it, man.
Birdman
this is not
called.
it. What was this? Go back and please listen to Pussy Monster. I'll play it, but we get copyrighted. That shit is some bullshit.
15, You Ain't Got Nothing. The one with Jewels and Fabulous. That one was aight.
And
I don't think I've ever heard 16.
I don't know what that bullshit
Either
is.
way, you got what?
You have like 6 tracks in there, man.
You got 16 total tracks. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. To me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To me, 8 of them are skippable. to me, a classic album, you can listen to it from start to finish, and you got maybe
One or two.
one skip, maybe two, no more. If you got more than 12 songs on an album and you got more than 2 skips, it's not a classic.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Usher's Confessions was a classic.
That is a classic, yes.
We won't get into classic records.
Yes,
We
Lil
have
Wayne
some
used to
shit
be
talk
top
about.
3 in my book, but not anymore.
So since this is a longer podcast, our cameras only. Well, I don't have to explain it to them. Shit, I can just fucking do it.
Full car. Nah, G, you ain't gotta explain shit in 2019. Who are you, my girl, to be explaining shit to?
Let's bring them up. Let's read Chris Brown's.
Oh,
Chris Brown was in the comments of his ex little
Is your
thing.
man on the
Carucci.
floor?
Who the fuck is she dating?
Victor Cruz. He played football. He was a wide receiver for the Giants. Pause.
Okay. Let's see. Hope I screenshotted them. Can you bring them up?
Is your man on the floor? If he ain't.
Let's see, Chris Brown.
Can we sing or we get copyrighted too?
Nah, G, don't sing. They're quick with it. Chris Brown, IG comments.
I've been told I gotta
I'm gonna read these.
Nah, it's fucking weak ass.
Oh, did he say they were hacked?
He said it was hacked.
He's claiming he was hacked.
Nah.
All right, man. Here, we're gonna read these comments that he put under a picture of them. This shit's hilarious. Watch. All right. First off, how many years has it been since they stopped dating?
It's been about like 5 years.
Okay, 5 years.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So here's what he put.
It's been at least 5 years since they broke up. Cause he went to jail, didn't he? And then he came back out of jail a little bit chubby.
Yeah.
That
What
was
did he go
like
to jail
14,
for?
15. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. But yeah, no, it's been at least 4 years since they've been broken up.
You think he's still?
I don't even think she's all that to still be fucking crazy about.
I think she's gorgeous.
She must have that fire if he's still fucking crazy after that.
Come on.
Personally, I don't think she's all that.
That's still his little baby. All right.
Who's better, Carucci or Rihanna?
Rihanna. Rihanna's a goddess, bro.
Rihanna's overhyped. Y'all need to stop overhyping Rihanna for real.
Come on.
Rihanna's not all that.
So here's what he said. He goes under. I think this was like on. Oh no, it was under Vic's. It was underneath Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz.
Victor Cruz, G. Victor Cruz.
It was underneath.
Nah, it was Carucci's picture.
Nah. It was under Team Vic. I think he's blocked from her page. That's word on the streets. Doesn't matter. Under a picture, here's what he put.
Either way, it was a picture of Carucci and Victor Cruz, and Chris Brown commented on it.
He goes, nothing bad or major. Upgrade him, sis. Hang on. Look at this. This is fucking shade. Nothing bad or major. Upgrade him, sis. I'll take him around and style him. Not hate. He just needs some game spirit. Peace, love, and joy. Just please upgrade your man, my boo. Oh, no, sorry. Not my. Please upgrade your man, boo. Right? So, and then he put up on his IG, is it a sucker move to think about your ex? What do you think? You think about your exes? I don't
have any exes, so.
Come on, man. You got some exes.
I don't have exes.
I think
Nah, you could think about them, but as far as taking it to that extreme, nah.
And there was more, too. He said, oh, here we go. Yeah. After that, he said, he goes, no shade, just minor.
It's always shade.
Please style him. He looked like he's shopping off the mannequin and trying to bargain with the sales manager. Retired wrestler Spanx. Fucking around. God bless.
He was not fucking around.
And he was misspelling a lot of shit. He's probably high as a kite.
That outfit was weak, though, that Victor Cruz was wearing in Chris Brown's defense.
Carucci could do better.
Yes, she can. Like we said, I said, I don't think she's all that, but she can do better. But
At what point do you stop hating on your ex? I stopped hating on my ex like 2 years ago. It took about 2 years for me to stop hating. Like he's past. It's overdue, man. Let it go. You can't do that. That's just toxic.
It's. I think it depends. In this one, it's uncomfortable or it's weird because at least from what we know, they're not like cool with each other or they don't talk.
Right.
But if they're like okay and cool, like obviously I don't think they talk every day. But
Well, they're not cool. She's reportedly said that he needs to leave her alone.
oh nah, then if she comes out and says he's got to leave me alone, I'm not
I
leaving.
think she had a restraining order against him.
I'm not leaving you alone. No,
It
keep
must be
doing
some
it, Chris.
fire.
Keep doing it, Chris.
It must be some fire.
I'm here for this. I might just have to fucking comment on someone's picture. I think I'm blocked. I'm gonna have to ask our IT guy to comment from our page.
I don't know. I think at this point, I'm here for the jokes, but if she's in a happy relationship, man, let her be. If you truly care and love her.
Oh, here we go. If you truly
Yo, I'm
happy,
bullshitting
girl,
so much. I'm lying.
That's all that
Fuck
matters.
that. I still get mad. How the fuck are you gonna marry that guy? He looks like me.
I was trying to avoid this.
Like, what the fuck? It's fucked up.
Oh my
it's fucked
God.
up, man. I'm hating too, man. I'm hating too. Anyways, let's get off that subject. That shit's
We're
hilarious.
not toxic over here. We
Oh my God.
as long as you're happy, it's all that matters.
Last night I was looking at Twitter and for some
fucking
reason, Remember the Titans
Still
was.
fucking sending shots. Oh, my bad.
What?
No.
Hey, people are sending shots about us on Twitter.
Hey, who the fuck's sending shots?
Hey, I'm just saying, people are low key hating. They're saying they're having they're setting not subliminal, just well, they are subliminal because they're not adding me. But yeah, they're hating.
I was trying to quote you. What's your line? What the fuck do you say? Are you suck at aiming?
Oh yeah.
Say it, G. Let them know what's coming.
They want that D boy back. They want
Give him a
that.
teaser. Give him a teaser.
They want that bar back. I said either you're scared to shoot or you suck at aiming.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? That's the bar right there.
Coming
If
soon.
you're sending hate our way, you're either scared to shoot or you suck at aiming. Send it our way, baby, so you know it's real. Let us know it comes from you. Anyways, so I was on Twitter and I saw that Remember the Titans was trending, right? And I forget the reason why it was. People were DMing me about it, or not DMing me, but adding me because my tweet. I wish my music did this many numbers.
I got it right here. You got 260 retweets and about
256 and 848 likes.
yes.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I gave them the updated version. I didn't know if your Twitter was capping.
It's not. I got it
Anyways,
live right now.
So my tweet was blowing up, right? We're talking about how, or I said that it was, for one, the movie's a fucking classic. And two, the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's perfect. This guy hasn't seen Remember the Titans.
Clearly, it's not a classic if I don't remember the Titans.
Okay.
The title of the movie is Remember the Titans. I don't even know one Titan, so clearly it's not a motherfucking classic.
You see what I have to put
Only
up with?
Titan
This
I
bullshit?
acknowledge is Teen Titans.
Look, man, can you please watch the movie? There's so many movies that this guy hasn't seen. He's not a movie guy. Please watch this movie. From now on, we were talking about this. Him and I have agreed that once a week he should watch a movie that is critically acclaimed, that's
Hands
you
down a
have
classic.
to see it. Like he's never seen Joe Dirt. I made him see Joe Dirt.
That was a good movie. Great ass movie. Give it about 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, you're my sister. So he's gonna try and watch. That's his homework for the week is to watch Remember the Titans.
So next Saturday, I will have a review of what I thought of Remember the Titans.
And this will be a segment of ours.
Yes, once a week, he's going to give me, or if you guys...
Send in movies
Like
that you
Godfather, I'll give you guys movies that I've never seen. Godfather 1 and 2, I've never seen, but I heard that number 3
think
is hands down the
weak,
classic.
Not worth it. But you got to do it for the. You just got to do it for the clout. You got to watch
Anyways,
it.
like the Godfather's never seen them, so that's on the list. Training Day, I've seen it once, but I was like, 19 or 20? So I got to go back and watch that weak ass movie. Denzel's weak, Will Smith is weak. We'll go get into this later.
Oh my God.
What other classic movies have I not seen?
There's a lot. Any movie you
Scarface is overrated. I've seen Scarface. Scarface is overrated.
Why are they
It's
all
whack.
gangster movies? Like what about like 7 Pounds? Well,
I know someone
Will
that
Smith.
moved 7 pounds. How about that?
Hey, moving weight.
Is that a fucking fat joke?
Yo, we had a deal last week to like lose weight.
This week,
I haven't been doing shit,
I didn't
man.
do shit.
I've been eating pizza. I've been having wings, tortilla.
If
I've been
anything,
having everything.
I ate out more this week than last week.
Yeah, fucking.
All right, starting this week, we're gonna
lose
yes,
weight.
any classic movies.
Send them our way.
Doesn't have to be like manly mafia action movie. Like it can be 27 Dresses, classic movie.
Classic
Devil
fucking
Wears
movie.
Prada, classic movie. Notebook. What do you want?
Oh my
It's
God.
not that easy. What do you want?
I don't know why he says it like that.
That's how he says it.
No, you go back and watch this and then watch it later on YouTube.
What do you want?
You sound
not
like it
that
was
easy.
Batman and the Joker still.
No matter what I pick, someone gets hurt. Shut up, bitch. You fucking cheat. You.
Oh.
Oh!
Yo, he's so mad still. He has some shit he has to get off his chest one day, but we're not going to do that today. It's for a different podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole different idea we got.
Let's take a look at what else went on. Car 3.
Should we get a little bit serious now?
No. We'll do that later.
Okay.
We're going to have an argument about last episode 2. Him and I were discussing the whole serving thing, how you don't like to tip, even though, hey, shout out to you. You tipped the coffee guy today.
Oh, yeah, he made me laugh.
Changing your ways. So, I have the perfect example of why you should be tipping your waiter or waitress.
Quick recap. If you didn't watch episode 2, we'll go back and watch it. But
Yes.
if for whatever reason you didn't or you just skimmed through it, I said that... What did I say?
You said
Anyway,
that,
I suck at tip. I'm a horrible tipper.
He tweeted yesterday or 2 days ago that if the bill, no matter what the bill is, he's not tipping more than $9.
I'm not...
That's what you
I'm
said.
being serious. I'm not being stupid because we're on camera. I truly feel this way. I've never tipped more than $9 in my life. Why should I need to tip? Let's say my bill is $200. I go and eat somewhere fancy. My bill's $200. I already paid for I'm paying for the food. Why do I need a tip and pay even more? Although I already just paid fucking $200.
You know that they're only making like $4.85 an hour.
My first ever job actually was a waiter. Chase's Diner. Shout out to Chase's Diner.
How were you a waiter and you don't believe in tipping? What were you being paid an hour there?
It was about, if I could remember right, it was either $4 or $4.25.
Okay.
An hour. But then obviously you made your money in tips. But I knew what I was getting myself into. It wasn't like, yo, I really can't go anywhere else. I can't find anything. It was just like, nah, it was cool. I'll do it. All right.
Okay. And is that all you have to say?
All I'm gonna say, and I went what? I think I went to some little I went to Marley's a few days back. I went to go drink alone, and the bartender there, she was cool. Like we were talking back and forth, and like in the back of my mind, I was like, fuck, like she was cool. I got to tip her, and then so
Tip of this dirt.
yeah, she a little skinny
babe?
thing was good, baby.
Skinny
She had
thing.
tattoos though. So I was
Skinny's
just kinda
making a
like,
comeback?
Not big on girls with tattoos, and then she gave me the tab, whatever, and then I looked at it, and I tipped her $8, and I was proud of myself. I'm like, yo, that's a good tip.
Okay.
So what's
How
your
much was the
argument?
bill?
Think it was $32, and then plus the $8 that I gave her.
That is more than 20%. Good job. Which usually it's like 15 to 20%.
I usually don't go more than 5. I don't care if the bill's like $60. I ain't going more than 5.
That
I'm
should
sorry.
be $12.
Nope.
You move the decimal twice, boom, boom, and you.
I know we're in school, G.
All right,
but
G. I'm just telling you. Hey,
I hate
Saturday
tipping.
school
I'm a cheap tipper.
Sometimes
I'm a
I gotta
bad
teach you a
tipper.
lesson. You're.
I'll admit it. So give me your reasoning on why I should tip more.
So you said that you should get out of the career path or the job, right?
If you don't like it.
Sounds like a personal problem, and hey,
Yes.
if you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yes.
I knew somebody who was a server at a restaurant. I won't say where. They were a DACA recipient, and they get paid under the table. It was a shitty fucking job for them. Couldn't go anywhere because they don't have papers. Okay, so when that happens, where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? Right? The moment this person got their work visa, they left that job, right? So that person did. I want to say I want to say if it's a male or a female, but just know that once they left, They went to a different job and they were out of it, right? So you don't know what these people are going through. You don't know what their life is like. Sometimes they can't just up and leave. People have certain circumstances that aren't like ours.
You gave me the one exception.
I'm sure there's another exception.
You gave me the 1 out of 10 exception. There's what's the other? No, all the other stuff is personal stuff. That one, that's an exception. I understand. You can't go anywhere else because you don't have the documents or stuff like that to go and work. Okay, I get it. I'm here for all that, whatever. But obviously, most people it's no G. There's no way. If you don't like where you're at, I'm easier said than done to get up and leave. I get it. I talk to people and they're not waiters, but just a lot of people where they're at right now, they don't like it. So it's easier said than done to just fucking get up and leave and find something else. But no, you chose the career of being a waiter or waitress, and part of it is, hey, I'm paying for the food. I could give a fuck about your service. You can come once and fill up my shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm paying for the food. I don't care about the service.
If you have shitty service, you shouldn't tip them very well. That's what I do.
Even if they have good service, I ain't tipping them. I'm sorry.
What if it's a cute girl? What if she's fire? You're gonna tip her good.
No.
Okay, you're
I'll
whack.
tip her good in other ways.
Oh, hey, Don DeMarco.
All I got to offer is the tip. That's the fucking biggest part of it.
Let's get into some dark shit, and hopefully I can articulate myself correctly, because sometimes in my head, the things I want to say and these good points I want to have, these valid points, they don't come out right when I say them, but in my head I'm like, yo, I killed that. That was a bar.
Or when you rehear it, or when you read, think yo, I should have said this on that on the on the film.
Yep.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's not as easy, guys, to say shit on camera off the top of the head and keep it going.
It's fucking hard.
Yo, let me talk shit real quick. How long have we been recording right now?
42
minutes. We recorded for 42 minutes. Our last one was 25 minutes, and so was our other one.
Yeah.
So we've done about at least an hour and a half of recording.
Right.
If you take out technical difficulties, we have not paused once or made a cut once.
Right.
Do you know how hard it is to sit in front of a camera with someone else and go back and forth and talk without or stuttering or trying to keep the conversation going? Do you know how difficult that is? I see a lot of people doing videos out there, and every 5 or 7 seconds that they're discussing something, there's a cut. There's an edit cut. There's a cut. We've done about, like I said, an hour and a half of recording each other, and the only cuts we've made or had to make is because either the recording shit stopped, or people called his phone and it popped up on there, or the camera turns off on its own. That's the only time we've had to edit shit. And I've been watching other people's bullshit, and they're making way more cuts. But somehow they say they're better. This is the best podcast west of the Mississippi River. Facts.
Damn, people were people hating on our.
No, they're not hating. I just what I see.
I'm
doing some homework, and I'm seeing people out there that might get a couple more views than us or got a couple more of a following, and I go and watch their shit, and the shit's whack. Their audio's whack. The way the room presentation and all that's whack.
They got way more people on set, so that means way more listeners.
Yes, and then next thing you know, there's fucking 4 or 5 people talking over each other over one mic, and it's like, yo,
we hating.
Please.
Hey,
no,
real
I ain't
lies?
hating. This is truth.
Hey, real lies.
It ain't hating when it's the truth. Nobody wants to tell the truth. That's why we're here. This is the best fucking podcast. I ain't here for the fucking bullshit. This is how real people get down on camera.
This is clean cut. Wait, no. This is uncut, raw.
Uncutly clean.
Uncutly.
Anyway, I just wanted to get that off real quick before we got into a serious topic.
Let's take it left. Well, not left. 2 things.
Whoa, yours goes left?
What?
You just said to go take it left.
Let's take it left.
All right.
So, Junior, rest in peace, Junior. Junior, the kid that died in the Bronx due to a stabbing and I don't know if it was miscommunication. If you don't know the story, go read about it. Long story short, the kids
that's the one that got killed in the
Bronx,
in the store,
in
right?
the bodega, yeah. The kid was stabbed
to
death.
Rant for another day.
Murdered in cold blood. I wish that I never saw those videos. The 5 people that were involved were, I believe, charged yesterday or the day before. They were all proven guilty. No shit. They were on video. So I just want to say rest in peace to Junior for that. Well, not for that, but you know, I don't really want to. I don't want to speak their names because I don't want them to have any light in the world. I just want everyone to know that rest in peace, Junior, and they will be charged, and you know, hopefully justice will be served. Even though I don't believe anything on earth would amount to what's going on or what they should get. Hang on. For some reason that.
See, another example. Because the screen, obviously, the computer screen has not been fucking touched at all for like 40 minutes. So it goes into a little screensaver visual thing, which we'll probably have to make a cut. Other than that, though, that's the only reason why we're fucking making cuts. So fuck you, pussies.
Can you see my dick print?
Oh, yeah?
Damn, I don't got a dick print.
It's because it's cold in here, G. It's all fucking shriveled up, I'm telling you. That's why I'm in a hoodie. For you people like, yo, why the fuck is Jimmy in a hoodie in fucking June? It's 105 outside. In this fucking room, it's like 55 in here. So that's why. The first video, I was all fucking shriveled up like this, like my fucking dick, because it was cold in here. The last week, I wore a long sleeve, and I was like, nah, and I was still cold. So this week, I came prepared. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. It's fucking cold in this bitch. That's why you can't see your dick print. My shit's in my stomach right now.
I get hot, man. I just run fucking hot. I'm warm-blooded or something.
It's because the bar is G. It's just ready.
And we won't end on this note, but we will talk about the fact that have you seen that video that's going viral of Phoenix PD?
Is it the one about the little girl and the doll that she stole?
Yeah, there was a black couple, from what I can tell. Little girl had stole I don't know if that's the full backstory. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck. This happens too much. The way the cops approached this woman, this family, with this baby, with their baby in her hands, the fact that they were threatening to just shoot her for absolutely nothing. The baby was in their hands. The door wouldn't unlock a certain way. I've met good cops. I've ran into bad cops, dickheads, assholes. I probably get away with more, and I probably have more people the cops are more lenient towards me because probably my last name when they see me. Sometimes I look white, sometimes I look Hispanic. To white people, I look Hispanic. To fucking Hispanic people, I look white.
You're white, G.
Yeah. So, I've never had any crazy run-ins with the law, and I've had plenty of them. Now, yesterday, I regretted watching that video because it makes my blood boil. It makes me want to do things that I can't say. But I will say that if cops keep acting like this, there's going to be a revolt sooner or later, and people are probably going to get injured. They're going to get hurt, and they're going to get killed. We already look at cops bad, and we shouldn't because it's a tough job. It's a very difficult job trying to keep the peace, and you have bad cops doing bad shit that make it look bad on them. So the negative, you know that saying, don't throw the baby out with that bathwater. I don't believe that cops should all be looked at bad, but when that shit comes out, it makes my blood boil and I get pissed off, and I had to turn it off, right?
That video was bad though, when he's yelling at her to get down on the floor, and she's and put your hands up, and she's like, I'm holding the baby.
Holding the baby.
The baby can't even walk. And
they say put down the baby. The baby, it's a baby. The baby can't walk.
And plus, it's like
it's in Phoenix.
It's like 100 degrees. The concrete's hot. So what's the baby gonna do if you're gonna set it on the ground?
It's 110 degrees outside. The fucking floor is probably 150. You can fry a fucking egg on the ground. You want to put the baby on the ground. The way them threatening people. The way they threw him up, the man, I don't know exactly if it was a man or a woman, they threw somebody up against the car. And then I turn it off, I get pissed off, and I'm driving to Fry's. I do some grocery shopping. I see a cop get out. He's pulling somebody over it's a motorcycle cop. And I see 3 white women getting out of their vehicle. They're getting pulled over. I don't know if they notice they're getting pulled over, but as they get pulled over, they step out of the vehicle. They step out. What usually happens when you step out of a vehicle? You're not supposed to step out. You're supposed to turn the car off.
And
wait. Roll down your window. No. These white privileged women get out and act like they're like, what do we do? What's going on? And how fucking nice Because if that cop, there's good cops, like I said, and there's bad cops. If that cop would have been a dickhead and 3 Hispanic, Latino, maybe younger generation, maybe looking like, what, black, brown, whatever.
A minority.
A minority stepping out of that vehicle, a weapon probably would have been drawn. Something would have happened. They would have got cursed and yelled at. And in that situation, people get nervous. A lot of times I hear the argument of just listen to the officer. Sometimes have you ever had a gun pulled on you? Some people freeze up. Some people don't understand. Some people aren't listening. They're freaking out. Cops need to learn. They need to go through a special class, which they probably do, but something better that helps cops learn how to deal with people in a more
to stop shit like this from happening and being seen. And nothing happened to the officers, right? They weren't like,
I don't know. Yeah, this shit just came
reprimanded or anything.
I don't know, but they were ready to shoot. The fact that you are ready to shoot already is mind-boggling to me. And the fact that if it was a white woman, you step out of your vehicle, it's perfally fine.
They're like, hey, ma'am, it's okay. Just step to the side.
Yeah. And the guy he said, ma'am, the guy, all he did is he touched his gun when I saw him, the motorcycle cop. I saw him like kind of touch his gun. And he saw it was white women. And then he goes, ma'am, get back in the car. And then more came out. And he's like, hey, get in the car. And then they're like, their faces were just like, what did we do? Officer, I didn't know you were pulling. I was just pulling in the fries. So how fucking convenient. I wish that I could help in other ways. I always say I want to help. It's not just that. It's not just police brutality or them. It's I want to help in other ways. Like I've donated money to suicide awareness, things like that. But I really wish that there was a way for us people to help and do more than just giving money. Like what is there that we can do? Because even though I'm half white, and that's another thing, white people, if you're fucking white and you understand and you're not racist and you want to help, I've always heard Charlemagne say the only thing that white people can do is use their white privilege to help back the wrongdoings of minorities and everything that's wrong in the world, right? So I guess the half white in me tries to push so hard for those types of things, and the Hispanic side of me sees it because I've dealt with people in situations such as DACA recipients. I've dealt in situations where people were racist to my friends. I've seen, I'm closer to my Hispanic family, and I've seen certain things. So I just wish there was something that could be done besides us just saying stop. Because sooner or later, innocent people are going to get killed. Like, didn't in Chicago at one point someone shot a bunch of cops? Was that Chicago or Dallas? It was Dallas.
Dallas.
Things like that are going to happen, and that's going to be wrong too, because innocent lives are going to be taken.
Yes, and it's like in any little thing. The bad ones are giving everybody else a bad name. It's like obviously in races, you always got those bad people that just give the whole race a bad name. Same thing with cops. You got those bad cops like the ones in these videos, or what the fuck's been going on for the last 100 years. The bad cops give the good cops that actually do good work out there, giving them a bad name. And like he said, eventually it's going to get to a point where enough's enough and action will be taken and shit's going to happen to the good ones.
Pregnant fiance, can you read that? Hang on. We gotta do another one.
I like how I'm talking shit about cuts, but we're gonna have like 4 cuts. Saying, oh, this fucking pussy song about cuts, but there's like 4 cuts in like 20 minutes. No, it's because of fucking technical difficulties and the fucking recording time. So fuck off, suck my dick. Your fucking podcast sucks. We're better, and it's only episode 3. I don't care about all the other episodes we did in the past. That's in the past. Stop dwelling in the past.
Yeah, stop hating.
Anyways, back to the serious matter here. The lady in the video was pregnant.
What's her name?
Lesha Harper. I'm sorry if I'm saying your first name wrong. And their children went to a dollar store where their 4-year-old picked up a $5 doll on the way out. The store never reported it, but a witness called the cops. Police tracked down the car, followed them, and threatened to kill them. And then that's where you see the video of what happened.
Do you think they were running? I don't think they were running, man. A Phoenix couple is seeking $10 million for the video. Oh, from the city for the video of the police officers drawing a gun on them and threatening them with their 4-year-old daughter. 4-year-old though? That baby looked much younger in the video.
Let's see what CNN says.
Does it say anything about...
Soon after they left the store, the couple pulled into an apartment complex. Where the fuck did it go? They pulled into an apartment complex to drop their daughter off at a babysitter. Then an officer began banging against their window, yelling and threatening to kill them.
Does it say they ran at all?
Let's see. There were no sirens or lights to indicate that they were being pulled over beforehand. The officer did not identify himself.
Yeah.
This happened May 29th. So this happened a couple weeks ago.
Well,
I'm sure more information will come out in the next couple of days.
I'm sure the officer will end up just going on some type of unpaid leave and he'll be back. Happened, remember that bullshit with Officer Rose? Officer Rose went, he was trending as well on Twitter because he entered a naked, she was Hispanic. He entered the house. She was naked. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, he also he retired before anything could happen. You fucking pussy. And he was always a dick in school. If for those who don't know Officer Rose, he was the on-school officer for Chandler High School. He was always a dick, always weird to women. If you talk to any girls there that knew him, they'll give you stories. He was an asshole. Cops protect cops. So
the police chief, do something about this. Don't just do the usual, paid leave for a couple weeks and then come back like nothing ever happened. Because then nothing's going to change. That guy's not going to change the way he thinks, his actions. Nothing's going to change.
And what sucks is there's never anything. Like there's nothing ever done. The same thing when there's a bunch of shootings, whether it's school shootings or mass shootings in Vegas, it's always just prayers and condolences and move on. Here comes the next one. We'll change our picture or we'll do the retweet. And that's it. And I don't know what else there is to do. So I'm not the one with the answers.
It'll be popping for a few days, and then we'll all forget about it, and then something else will happen in 4 to 6 weeks, the same incident with different people in a different city. It's like, nah, eventually it's got to stop.
I'm not against law. I'm not against guns. I'm not for guns. I don't care. I feel like, my grandpa has guns in his house. I'm not against them. I don't care, but something has to be done. Didn't mean to get political or anything, but yesterday it just made my blood boil, and I promised myself I would talk about it to shed light on it. Just be a human being out there. Be nice to people.
How do we transition out of this?
I don't know. It got really dark in here.
It did. How do we line the mood up?
I don't know. We never really have serious talks like this, but I'm glad we did. We're getting older. We're getting of age now where we got to start thinking about these things. Like, what if that was your daughter, Lauren? Ooh, I'd kill somebody. I swear to God. Not alluding to anything, by the way. Well, how can we get the fuck out of this bitch?
OJ.
Hey, speaking of Twitter, because this is where that video was on. OJ made a comeback. Talk to him about it. Tell him what you saw.
In case you don't know about OJ. OJ was accused of a crime 25 years ago.
They have a doc on it that's...
Yes, ESPN did a 5-part documentary, 5 or 6-part documentary.
And how many
it's about
hours?
8 hours long. I've seen it like 4 times from start to finish. It is amazing. It's an amazing. I remember
That will be my homework. I'll watch that.
No, because I'm gonna watch it with you. I'd watch all 8 hours. Yes.
Fuck.
What's a 5th time? I've already fucking seen 34 hours of it. What's 8 more hours? But yes, if you guys haven't known, OJ got released last year. No one really knows where he's been at. We've seen like videos or stuff of him, and everyone's kind of anticipated like, it's 2019, like he's gotta have his own podcast, or he's gotta be like the way he is. He always has to be in the limelight. He always has to have cameras in front of him, like not an attention whore, but he craves for attention. So everyone's kind of been waiting for him to like eventually he's gonna like do an interview or like just like show up everywhere. And when I woke up from my 14-hour nap at 3 a.m, I checked my phone, and one of the videos that I saw was him saying that he's gonna make his own Twitter account. And it just so happens to be that this week coming up is the 25-year anniversary of when his ex-wife, was she an ex-wife at the time? I think they were divorced or they were going through a divorce.
Yeah.
Either way, it's been 25 years since Nicole was killed. So everyone's like, dog, like.
Hey, I've dated 2 Nicoles and I wanted to kill them too.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm kidding. One Nicole was great, but shit, that's fucked up, man. The other one she was going through some things. I'm kidding. That was a joke. I did date 2 Nicoles. That's not a joke, but the whole killing thing was a joke.
Wait, what's dating to you? When you say dating, I think like posting a picture of you guys. I see it on the gram, and like you guys are like
this is like in 8th grade.
No, but I'm in general, because you know how people would be like, yo, like we used to date. But to me, dating's like your family knows about them, their family knows about you. Like you're publicly out there. That's dating to me. But then there's a couple people I've talked to about it, and they're like, no, dating's when you're just like the talking stage where like, you know, you just text each other or trying to, you know, you hang out, once or twice a week.
To me, that's talking. Dating is like
when it's official.
Yes, when it's official, like I dated her. You actually met the family. You guys, it was a known thing. Talking is like you getting to know them before you make it a relationship. To me, relationship is when you're exclusive, or dating is when you're exclusive.
Okay. I thought you'd be one of those fucking weird ass people where dating is not when we're serious. I can still talk to other people while you. Never mind. So
tell them. So anyways, OJ made. So happens after 25-year anniversary, OJ is now back on Twitter.
So now everyone's like, dog, like you've had about a year and a half to make a Twitter, to make an IG, like to come out, and you decide to do it the week of the anniversary what you're really known for.
Marketing,
most people
bro.
know what you really are known for. And it's just like everyone's like, come on, man. Like
He's
it's just
securing the
OJ
bag.
being OJ pretty much is what everyone's saying. And so now everyone's like, what's like, I wonder what kind of tweeter he's going to be. Like, is he going to be like Magic Johnson and be like obvious and boring? Go look at Magic Johnson's tweets. They're fucking horrible. Or is he going to be like people, like the kind that replies to people? Obviously, OJ's going to be getting hit with a bunch of stabbing and murdering jokes. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those like, how is he going to react to it? Is he going to like go along with the joke? Is he going to go along with them? Is he going to like turn everything down and like shut it down? Is he going to ignore them? Like everyone's pretty much like just waiting to see like how OJ works with social media.
There's a bunch of fake accounts that are coming out of the woodworks that look exactly like his Twitter page, and they're saying things like, I could kill for some pussy right now.
And I fell for one of the accounts that I saw. One of them said, I did kill her. Something to saying that he killed her.
Yeah. I think it said I killed her.
And then the next tweet said, where the bitches at? I thought it was real. So
it looked exactly like the real account. When I saw it, I was like, oh shit, Jimmy was right. But all they did was change one letter, and it was instead of an I.
No, instead of the L.
Instead of an L, it was a capital I, so it looked like a lowercase L. And it looked like the real deal, and it said, where the bitches at? And it said, I killed her.
How do you feel about OJ?
I don't know shit about OJ.
Go and follow the real OJ 32.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it bad to like
kill? Yeah, it's bad to kill. Did you not hear what we just spoke about?
Not support him. I don't support OJ, but
and he's even for his culture. There's another motherfucker that wanted to be white, wanted to not support his own kind. Fuck.
But
y'all.
then you have those people. I mean, I can see the argument of like when black people are like, he's not one of us. But then as soon as he got caught for attempted murder, he turned it around and pulled out the race card, saying, "Hey, it's just white America trying to bring down the black guys." Like, oh, now you want to be black when you're in trouble. But when you were rich and had all the fucking fame and everyone wanted to be with you, you wanted to be white and forgot about us. Now that there's fucking trouble, you want to run to us and have us. You want to be like us. So I don't know. I feel kind of weird. Like saying OJ's cool. I wouldn't call him cool, but it's just kind of weird. Like, do you support this guy? Like, is it funny? Or it's like, it's kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm following to see what kind of bullshit he's going to say, because that shit's funny. But I don't know shit about him. He was before my time. And
Imagine 2019. I'd rather follow OJ than Kanye on Twitter.
Shit, that's a scary world we live in. Scary hours.
Oh man. So you don't want to get into the Drake songs?
Nah.
Speaking of scary
Drake put out
hours.
some music. I gotta listen to him. I really haven't heard him.
They were sorry.
We'll see.
They were sorry. You wasted a Ross verse.
We're at 105. We're at an hour and 5 minutes, man. We
Look
did good.
at us. Hey, don't mind what I said about the cuts. There's like
That's
like 3 or 4 cuts here. Only because of technical difficulties, not because we didn't know what to say, not because we didn't know how to transition.
I'll leave them seeing me get up to fix the computer.
Not because we were like, I don't know.
How about you hum on my balls, bitch? We're out of here.
You want to get into that or no?
That's not a thing.
No, not not humming on bitches. You know, in the group chat we were having the talk about girls talking in Spanish to you.
Oh, let's save that for next week.
All right, teaser.
Save it.
Teaser. We're gonna talk about how we feel about girls talking in Spanish during intercourse.
You know, because I only fuck with my Spanish Latinas.
While you fornicate.
I only fuck foreigners. Mexico
I was
foreigners.
just about to say, I hate when guys say they fuck foreign
Hey,
bitches and the
hey,
bitch
I've
from
had a
Sinaloa.
couple foreigners,
You're from
G.
Sinaloa. That's not foreign.
Nah, she's from
Sonora is
Sonora.
not foreign.
Woo!
Mazatlan is not foreign.
She's from Culiacan.
Michoacan is not foreign. Get the fuck out of here, hoes.
She's from Juarez.
No. I tried to stop. I did not say bitch one time this entire video, but you fucking made me crack at the end. You're not foreign. You're from Mexico. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of that bullshit. I'm gonna go on a whole nother rant that'll get us canceled. So this is the end of it. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. Love you, baby.